Hey, in this video we're gonna do some fixes and improvements on Base Kamp, like repairing our pizza hut and clearing a lot of mimosas around the living areas, so they are more safe for when the fire season comes. So, welcome to a new Project Camp update.
We built the Pizza Hut in Season 1. At that moment, we designed it as a place to relax, use from time to time, because we need some dry spaces to socialize and bake our pizzas.
Pizza!
But as the project grew, we realized how essential it became to us. We use it for lunch, work, socializing, make pizza, and to bake an ever-growing amount of bread. It became a central part of Base Kamp, and it's heavily used, which is cool, but after 3 years it wore out quite a bit. So we are taking the opportunity to give some love and care to this structure and upgrade it so it lasts many more years. The first thing we are gonna do is to fix the roof. Some of the structures are not square anymore, so they move, like these big rafters.
You think it's normal if it's moved?
Some of the buttons also bend, so the tiles are not straight anymore. Also here you can see our last fixes. The tiles broke. We have used also different kind of tiles from different sources. These are, for example, from the land, they got burned, they're more brittle. These are from a neighbor, don't fit properly with each other. So that could also be a reason why they break and why we have leaks here.
How do I gather all this feedback?
And that's your way out of this.
You probably want to pasta.
We've been patching up these things over the time with little pieces of wood under the roof tiles and other little solutions, but now we feel it's time to give this a long-term solution. After all the research and the redesign, we are ready to deal with the project. The first step is to gather the materials we need. We have talked with someone in town that might have something for us, so we're gonna take the car and go there. So we found a roof in town that they're gonna disassemble, so we're gonna help them take all the roof tiles and bring them back to the camp. And for this we have gathered a big team to make a good change. So let's start.
Está tudo podre.
Good? Good?
2 for 200.
Hi. Pariona. These kind of actions are amazing. On one hand, we help people in town to remake the roofs. Second, we save these roof tiles to go to the waste facility. And third, we get materials for free for our own projects. We are also getting the top part, so this goes like this, one roof. They are in very good state. We're probably not gonna use it for the Pizza Hut, but I'm pretty sure we can use them for something else in the future. We are also gonna get this piece of wood that we're making the roof. We don't know what to do with them, but let's see. After unloading the tiles, the guy came with the wood from the roof.
Train or walking? Train. Dun, 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 dun. Trains are always quick. Oh, tricks.
Ciao! Obrigada!
Now we have a lot of tiles, but they are a bit dirty. Luckily, the neighbor was super nice and came back with his pressure washer to clean the tiles.
Woo!
Last one.
Yeah, we did it.
Okay, so now we have all the materials ready. We are gonna start to take the roof down, but for that we first protect the granite table. We're gonna protect the oven, just in case it rains or to not spoil it more. We also put a scaffolding to facilitate our work. So let's start to do it. This means no pizza for a bit.
Let me know if you want them in a certain way.
I think it's more towards you
What a
now.
machine. They're nice. Row by row.
Before we continue, let me introduce you to Julien.
Coucou, c'est Julien. J'ai 24 ans, je viens de France, et plus précisément de Bretagne. I'm a cabinet maker, basically a wood nerd. From the past, I made a hut with recycled material during COVID. I also work in a crazy world of luxury company. But after 2 years, I was looking for another way who meant something to me. I discovered Base Kamp, and 1 month after I came. Here I find everything I like. Experience some stuff, find the best way to make useful things for people and build them. Live with lot of amazing people around me, share what I know and learn what they know. For example, improve my English of course. See you!
Everybody let's go for Come on guys.
Oh, it's almost finished. Over, it's just 2 more. And this looks really cool.
Don't worry about Julian's hands, just the camera. Okay, and here we can see all the little piece of wood that they tried to put under the tile to make them stop to leak. But of course it doesn't last very long.
Many of the tiles we had on the roof, they were burned during the 2017 fire, and this made them more brittle, so they break easily. We also got some from other buildings to complete the roof, so they were not the same, and that two things led to many of the leaks. The tiles we got now are all the same, and they came from a non-burned building. They are in much better state, so it's worth all this work.
Thank you! Abba! my god, so sad.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
After some year, it's a bit untight now. Move it, move it. Hop là!
Good?
Good?
Yeah.
I live.
Yeah. And we put it down here.
Yeah. Be careful, Jan.
Done.
We unbuild everything we wanted to unbuild.
The next step is to increase the roof angle, as one issue with the original design was the angle we chose. We decided on a low angle on purpose to prevent rain from coming from the sides, but it was a compromise. Now we believe it's better to have a steeper angle to improve water flow. To achieve this, we will extend the front beams by adding extensions instead of completely replacing them.
So now I start to make the turn-on for extend the beam until here. And first, just a lot of cut with the saw. And more, and more, and more. For the teeth.
Toothpicks.
Visual.
Get that sauce on.
More? I think it's nice, huh?
It's really nice.
We did the same for the other column, and now that the structure is higher, we started re-ensembling the roof.
This one. Okay.
So we're gonna recarve this old rafter for the new angle for fit perfectly.
We need new holes because the angle of the roof had changed.
So the battens were like this before, flat, and now we flip them. They are less bended and more strong.
We have cleaned the tiles, rafters and battens are in place, so now we start setting the tiles up.
With the roof before, we saw all the tiles are moving and not really stuck. So we decided to put this kind of hook for keep them and they don't move too much.
Fast. Looking good or no? Your thing.
So now we tested.
Team show with the hole.
Let's try it.
Seems to work.
You say if it's not.
No, this feels very nice.
Oh, this style follows the slope of your nose. So when it's rain, the water flowing down the rafter. So we're gonna make a little groove for prevent and cut the slide of the drops.
Just some final adjustments and it's done. Now the roof is fixed, so let me show you. Now the rafters and the battens are straight, so hopefully they stay like this for a long time. We have changed the angle of the roof to let the water flow better, and the most important, no more leaks. So we have changed all our tiles, almost 400 tiles, now they are all the same. And in the way, we also help our neighbors because we went to disassemble a roof in town and bring the leftover tiles for us. Still need to do some fixes in the oven and maybe some improvements in the area, but that's enough for now.
Okay, that was the roof upgrade. Another thing we want to do is to prepare Base Kamp more for the fire season to come. In the previous update, we cleared some debarked mimosas around the toilets. But that was more a quick action, so they didn't fall on top of the vents and the toilets. So now we're gonna clear a bit more fresh mimosa. This to make Base Kamp more fire resilient, have a more clear space so we can maintain it more easily, and also creating space for the native trees to grow. You've seen us many times chopping mimosas. And we know it can feel wrong, but there is a good reason. This area of Portugal tends to burn every few years.
Burned. Road. Not burned.
Like our land that burned in 2017. This happens because mimosas and eucalyptus are everywhere. These invasive trees spread fire super easily. So we need to cut them to make the land more safe. And by doing this, we also help to recover the native forest, made of oaks, cork and chestnuts. These ones are much more fire resistant.
Because the cork tree has a very thick bark, so it's more resilient to fire.
But they grow slowly. And the mimosas overtake all the baby sprouts and young trees.
How do you feel about killing all the mimosas?
Conflicted.
So bear with us. We are on a mission. Hope you understand. This year, we built specifically a team to clear the land. We picked some people that applied on that basis. And you already saw them deal with the debarked mimosa area around the toilet. So, this is our new landscaping team. So later in the season maybe some more people join, but for now we are more than enough. To get a bit more familiar with the faces, let me introduce you to Trevor.
What's up? My name is Trevor. I'm 27 years old and I'm from the United States. I'm an artist and creative with a passion for nature and exploration. I enjoy biking, cooking, board games, and EDM music. And I'm pretty handy with a chainsaw. I've been interested in communal and sustainable living for a long time, so when I had the opportunity to come to Project Kamp, I couldn't say no. I'm on a path of growth and self-discovery, and I'm grateful to be doing so surrounded by Mother Nature and beautiful, creative individuals. After this, I would like to continue traveling and could see myself eventually settling in a community like this one. But enough about me, there's lots of work to do.
Let's start working. That's it, our plan is to start with this area, composed of many small patches around vans and tents. Then we will take on a bigger patch in the back of Base Kamp. And last we will finish with a small patch here.
So this is the first patch.
This here is a section that we cleared around the toilets. The toilets are behind us. And here is, yeah, the first patch. Very small, should be very easy. See you in a bit.
Trevor is cutting a burnt oak, leaving some sprouts growing around it, but also woodpeckers like this, so we will move it somewhere else.
So moldy.
So this might be the woodpeckers doing. Now woodpeckers can eat.
So we cleared the first small patch, enough for today. We will take a break and continue tomorrow.
Okay, we just finished this area. Now we're gonna move on over to this area. In this area we have some brambles we're gonna need to remove with the brush cutter, and then we're gonna take out some of the trees like we did before, and we're just gonna pay attention to these little native guys that we have to protect.
It's a bit complicated, this clearing, because we have to tell people to move their homes out of the way every now and then, but it's for a good reason.
Boom! Okay.
Still alive, baby.
Yay.
Next one to move, Colleen.
Can I help you with anything?
I think all of the mess here, maybe.
Okay.
The approach we are taking all over the place is to chop down some clusters of mimosas, leaving a few big ones to give shade. If we took them all, the soil, the plants and the humans would be too exposed to the sun. And reducing the amount of trees to a few here and there already reduces the fire risk.
Right. Even though this mimosa is a little bit bigger, we're still going to take it out because it's rotting and it curves right over one of the paths that the campers use a lot. So I'm just going to take this one out.
It's the end of the day. These trees should be chipped in future, but to make that easier for later, we have to make them all point the same way. So, here we go.
We finished clearing the living area and now we are going to work towards the edge of Base Kamp. Here. It's quite dense, but we will chop some mimosa down to open more space so light can come through and the native trees can grow.
Hello, today we're going to be starting on the largest area of the Base Kamp clearance project. We have a lot of brambles, a lot of mimosas, so we're going to continue just to clear the ones that are smaller to reduce the fire risk, leaving some of the bigger ones about every square meter. And we found some native oaks. We have 1, 2, 3, and there's a 4th one back there. So we're going to clear all this out so they have room to grow. Cleared all of this area. We still have this section to do. Yay! You're in it.
He's fine. He's fine.
We finished this area of Base Kamp clearance. As you can see, there's a lot gone. This is where we first started, where we uncovered this pretty nice size native oak. And if you come with me, we have 2, 3, 4 more native oaks. We have the large pile of cork that we're going to be leaving. And around that pile, we found a bunch more native oaks, which is really good. As you can see, there's a few over here. And if you come with me, this is the large area which we cleared. There was a lot of mimosas, a lot of brambles, and as you can see now, it's a big open space that we can live in, we can do whatever we want in. Come with me, and we uncovered this huge fallen cork that fell in season 1. It was kind of cool to find, and we're just going to leave it right now because it's good for habitat and it looks pretty cool. Come with me. This is the back section. We left a few more mimosas because we wanted to have more shade and kind of see how it affects the natural environment. But we still cleared a lot. This area was overfilled with brambles, very prickly, very nasty. We cleared those out, and now all we have to do is maintain them. And then the finale is this massive pile of mimosas and brambles. It's huge. We're gonna wood chip it, and we plan to use the wood chips around camp and spread the wood chips all over this bare soil to improve the soil quality and improve the environment overall.
Now that the second batch is finished, we can focus on the final small part right there, to complete the job.
Is the last area we're clearing in Base Kamp. As you can see, this is a chilling area with hammocks, so we're gonna leave a lot of mimosas for shade, and it's very close to the rest of Base Kamp, so we're just gonna take precaution. Okay, enough break. Let's get to work.
So we finished. We had some challenges with weather and tools breaking.
You hear that?
Technical difficulties. And having to move vans in the mud. But in the end we managed it. It feels really nice to have provided some more living space, to have found lots of native species, and to have reduced the fire risk.
Now that the work is done, we have these huge piles of mimosa. The first one is very big, you can see the van as a reference, but the second one is massive. We will wood chip it in the future, but for now it's enough. You can see we cleaned up these two main areas, and the smaller third one right there. And in this top shot, you might notice there is a path that goes from Base Kamp to the office, because while we were chopping all these areas, it was being made. But this will be for the next update. Plus, repairing our pizza oven, baking some bread, and...
He said that it took 3 years to find this tube.
So if you want to watch this now, you can. Support us on Patreon and watch it in 4K without ads. If not, we see you here, same time, same channel, next week. Thank you for watching and see you in the next update.